Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Board Game Spotlight Game Night.
Hey, I'm Derek.
I'm Lizzy.
And we are here to play
Frosthaven.
This is, oh my goodness. So if you were living under a rock like both of us...
That's not fair. Okay, so we did not play Gloomhaven, but we are very aware of it, and we've seen it, and all our friends have played it, and we know about it.
We are very aware. I've met Isaac on several
Isaac's
occasions, great. And Cephalofair, Price, also their marketing media. Mm-hmm. Great people, great company, and we just never got around to playing Gloomhaven.
We haven't lived in one place long enough to do a campaign.
That's true.
Like, it came out in 17, we were in South Carolina.
Then we moved like 6 months later.
18, we moved to Illinois.
It's true.
19, we moved to California. 20, we're moving back to Illinois.
When we settle down in one location for a long enough time, we will play Gloomhaven. Because we've played Frosthaven, and we both really like this game. Yeah. Like, I'm not, like, I was kind of worried that I'm like, oh my gosh, is this going to cost me like $200, $300, $400 if I like this? And it is.
Yeah,
it's going to cost me money because this game deserves every accolade it's ever received, and
Maybe
wish I had
start
played.
With Frosthaven. We'll just borrow Gloomhaven.
Yeah,
we'll
just borrow Gloomhaven. I actually have Gloomhaven on Steam. Actually,
there you go.
I can play it on Steam
that way, and we'll do Frosthaven like this.
Yeah, we'll play through the Frosthaven campaign because this is epic. I was really blown away, and I think it's number 1 game on BGG for a reason.
It's true.
So we do have a different kind of a setup tonight. Patricio, I am sorry. It is amazing. It is guaranteed going to cost you $100, like at a bare minimum. I'm sorry to tell you that. But we have a different kind of setup tonight.
Because we have standees and minis, and you can't lay them down because you have to be in the hexes. Yeah,
you have to be able to see what's happening here. There's a lot going on. We are going to do our best tonight. There's a lot going on. We've got a lot of things happening in our lives and everything happening across the world. We're going to do our best to make sure we're not messing up any rules, but I'm going to just be honest that we probably will make.
We are not seasoned Gloomhaven players.
We probably will make mistakes.
We picked this up. We played several games of the same scenario, so we're getting
more
familiar with the scenario.
We're gonna try our best.
But
so you can watch this coming from the eyes of nobody that's played Gloomhaven, somebody that has no idea what's going on, other than playing a couple games of this first scenario. And if you've not played Gloomhaven, this will be a good introductory of like what you can expect. It does use the core rules of Gloomhaven and Frosthaven. They've kind of taken that nice like core layer and then just added new things into the game, which I think is fantastic. What's up, Battle Cry? And Jason's also here. Hopefully we'll see some other returning friendly faces. I know we've got quite a few people watching. If you're new to our channel, thank you for joining tonight. We do live streams, 2-player live streams weekly. And we're here to have a good time.
Oh, Dan Ashton just popped up.
Hey, Dan. So Frosthaven. Let's go ahead. I'm going to read this excerpt, and then we will dive in. This is a very thematic, immersive world, and I feel like you really want to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
There is a foreteller app of Gloomhaven that will read through the scenarios. I think that's amazing. We don't have it for Frosthaven.
But we did use the foreteller app when we did Isofarian Guard. So if you're interested in the type of quality, you can go check out that live stream to hear what foreteller sounds like, and then imagine
you can just download the app and you can check it out.
Well, you can do that too. But
hey, Bill.
Foreteller is amazing.
All right, so Frosthaven. With your head down, you march. 1 foot, then the other. You try to block out the pain, the throbbing in your toes, the numbness in your face. Just keep the rhythm, you think. 1, 2. But the wind isn't so easily ignored. It claws at you, whipping up ice and snow like tiny hooks, making every breath difficult. Your skin is thick. You always prided yourself on that, but nothing is thick enough for this. You are walking through the north, through the frozen wastes, a place not meant for living things, where only the hard and the lost dare to go. Of course, that's probably why they hired you. It's been 10 days now. 10 days of plowing through snowdrifts as high as your waist, and there's still no sign of the town. You're part of a reconnaissance team, the first group sent in to check on the Empire's most distant outpost, Frosthaven. It's a place forgotten by most of the world, a tiny settlement carved out of the frozen wilderness, which, for 6 months out of the year, is wholly cut off from the outside, isolated by towering, unbreachable drifts. But as of last week, just enough snow has melted off the Imperial Pass for a team to get through. So, here you are. No one really knows what awaits you in Frosthaven. One struggles to imagine what sort of people could survive 6 months in a place like this. But whatever waits, you hope at the very least they've left a fire going. So, new location, we have a town in flames.
So they did leave a fire going.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is a fire somewhere in town. Probably not hard to find. Hey, Jason. Hey, Van. Thanks for joining us this evening. All right, so town in flames, the goal. Kill all enemies. Yep. First one's pretty simple. Kill all the enemies and have at least one city guard left alive.
So right now, if you can see our board,
one city guard.
There's one city guard, and there are 1, 2, 3 monsters, and then I am the Death Walker.
Yep, you're playing the Death Walker. I'm playing the Drifter. Yes. We'll talk about our characters. We have used this. If you're familiar with Gloomhaven, again, it tells you the scenario. It tells you how to lay it out. We've got a new loot deck, which is new to the system of Frosthaven. Instead of coins, you may find coins, but you also in this may find items that will help you craft, things that will help you craft items, essentially. So, all right, introduction. The sounds are what greet you first. The muffled pang of metal on metal and a voice howling. It's difficult to make anything out with the wind rushing past your ears, but you'd know that tune anywhere. There's a fight up ahead. But a fight means there's people, and if there's people, then the town must be close. You gain some hope from that and pick up speed. A moment later, you hear more, a scream, the crash of steel against stone, a deep, earthy growl. You're running now. Your legs are wasted from the hike. Your shoulders ache from the gear, but the sounds are close. And up ahead, you see gauzy orange light blooming in the air. It takes one last push. You tear up the ground and take the last bend in the trail, and you're there. You can see it. Frosthaven, engulfed in flame. Everywhere there's fire, great petals of it bursting from windows, crawling over roofs. People run from the town's ruined gates, screaming, their faces bent in panic and their arms pumping hard. Something is chasing them, and a moment later you see it. A massive creature with 2 legs and 2 hulking arms covered entirely in thick white fur. 3 gnarled horns crowning its head. Algox! The voice of another pilgrim behind you shouts. Those bastards is worse than the damned Inex, you better believe it. Twice as dumb and twice as strong. Then, as if to prove the point, the Algox just inside the burning gate catches a fleeing outposter and hurls them backward as if they weighed nothing. 10 days you've been hiking. 10 days, and this is what you find. You breathe out a thick plume of foggy air and hoist your weapon high. Time to get to work. All right, so the special rules.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Special rules are the city guards will always activate at initiative 51. They have no extra movement, no extra attack. If all 5 of them die, or game all over. Of the allies that are on the board die, game's over. The scenario is lost. When we reach the door, we will reveal it, and then we will read the next page and populate the map. Again,
if we make it there.
If we make it, we'll make
Just
we'll
kidding, we'll make it there. I hope.
I just want to let you know this is prototype. In fact, we are using components like pieced together from what they sent to us. So again, nothing in here is final other than probably some of the artwork. But again, I don't want to say
nothing in
what's
here
final.
Is absolutely final.
Prototype, okay?
Prototype.
Just make sure you keep that in mind. Okay, so Frosthaven. I'm playing as the Drifter. The Drifter has cards that are going to have some really cool engine building, I guess you could say. Essentially, they have these cards, which are going to allow me to gain extra things when things happen. So this says the next 6 times I perform a ranged attack, I get to add 2 attack to that attack. So these will stay face up, and I will move a marker on them as they progress, and then it will eventually get discarded. So the goal for me is to maximize the efficiency of this deck and to make sure that I'm maximizing that. So that's me.
So I'm the Deathwalker, and I have shadows. So as I go through, I will have ones that will let me place shadows on the board. So I have these tokens. Awesome. And then I have cards that will let me move to and from the shadows. It will let me attack from where I am into places I have shadows. It'll let me hit people that are next to or on my shadows. So it's a really neat, different mechanic that I have been very much enjoying.
Yeah, you've really liked the Deathwalker for sure. We have played with the other characters.
Well, you have.
I have. Lizzy's like,
I'm like, I like this girl. She's good.
I tried the banner. Let me see here. We've got some over here. I'll just show them off real quick before we start. So we've got the Blink Blade. So the Blink Blade is really cool. Here's the Blink Blade. And it moves really quickly. It can move fast or slow. It has double initiative on it, so you choose if you're going fast or slow, and then there's tokens you can use with the Blink Blade. We also have the Germinate. The Germinate I've not played with, so I don't know a whole lot about the Germinate yet. Didn't really try any of that. I did look over some of the cards. The Germinate has 2 decks of cards, which is interesting. The Necromancer is really cool. The Necromancer, yeah, love the artwork in this. The Necromancer has ways of summoning like allies and such, but instead of losing cards to summon, they lose health. So if you have another player that's able to heal you and keep your health, like that combo is so strong with being able to just lose health to summon creatures. And then we have the Banner Spear. I played with the Banner Spear. The Banner Spear is really cool because it has a puzzle of tactical movement, because there will be cards like this that tell you where you need to be located, where the enemy needs to be located, and where at least one ally has to be located. So in order for this to go off, you have to work as a team to position yourselves. And there are multiple cards like that will allow you. Very, very fun puzzle. Banner Spear was really fun. But I defaulted to the Drifter because it's just a big beat-em-up character, which is super, super cool. Hey, Chandler. Chandler got to play the Necromancer early last year, so that's cool. Thanks for joining us. So how does this work? Well, it's pretty simple. We're going to take our hand of cards. We will choose 2 of these cards. One of them will be the initiative, and the other will be one of the cards we can use. From the 2 cards, we will have to choose a top and a bottom action. So I have to choose top or bottom here, and then on the other one, I choose what I didn't pick.
Exactly. Right? So we always have to have 1 top action, 1 bottom action.
Oh. Isaac is in the comments. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Thank you for joining us this evening.
And Price. They both joined us.
Oh, wow. We just got tag teamed.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for being here tonight. If you see anything that we've overlooked or need to fix, please let us know in the comments. We're totally okay with that. We want to represent the game as best we can, and we want to show it off as best we can. So please, we're here to make sure people see it.
Price says no pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. Not at all.
We have been bugging him constantly, though. We've been hitting him up a lot.
Price has answered so many questions.
A lot, yeah.
So great.
And our friends who play Gloomhaven have also given us crash courses as well. So we've been preparing for this for a while.
We have. So we're going to try our best. So we're going to play those cards. It's going to determine initiative. And then from the active monsters that are on the board, so we have a guard, a shaman, and an archer, we will flip a card over, which will tell us what their initiative is.
And then what their attack and or movement will be.
Correct, what their actions are going to be. So then we go in initiative order from lowest to highest. So whichever one goes first, whether it's an enemy or one of us, we'll just go taking turns, moving and taking those actions. At the end of the round, we may need to do some cleanup, but we'll just kind of talk through those things as they happen. I'm not going to... John Getz Games did a fantastic playthrough and tutorial for this game. I am not as great as John Getz at all, so watch that video if you want a great tutorial on how to play the game. We're not going to do a deep dive on the rules. No. But we'll be here to answer questions, so Price and Isaac are also there as well.
Isaac said, did you tell them this is set collection?
Is the set collection? There's set collection and some things.
There's set collection in everything we play, no matter what.
You can find set collection maybe in the loot deck. You want to find certain things to craft potentially, or maybe you're trying to, I don't know, you just want to defeat more of the guards just so you can say you defeated more guards than another player. I don't know. However you want to do it. So, all right, are you ready?
I guess so.
All right, so let's pick our cards. We'll go here and... Oof, I don't want to lose that one. There are also going to be cards that are discarded and lost as soon as you play them.
And we'll talk about those when they come up.
Don't want to use that yet. Man, I'm just going to be forced to use some of these, though, because I'm like, I don't really want to use that yet, but kind of feel like I should. So I'll play these 2 cards here. Jason says, make sure you take time. There's no rush. Yep. Very fair. Very fair. Price says we have to draft attack modifiers. Actually, we got to make sure we draft our combat deck, right?
Did I pick up the card that I was...
Did you pick up the card you were going to play?
Yes, this one.
Okay.
I had...
All right. We'll make sure you put them in the correct order. All right. So then we're going to reveal these cards. And I'm moving at 32.
I'm at 28.
28. The guard is moving at 70. The archer is moving at 29. And the shaman is at 8 because...
Of course he is.
Of course. The shaman sucks. I hate the shaman. I want to kill it as quickly as possible. All right, so the shaman is going to move, but it's going to move at a -1 penalty. This is an elite shaman, so it's going to go based off of the elite statistics, which are on the right side of its card. So it is going to move, has 3 movement, but it's going to move 2. However, the shaman is then going to attack and immobilize a character. And the movement is a little tricky, and I'm going to do my best to explain this. So the movement is only if the enemy needs to move within range of the character which it's attacking. In this case, it cannot move over the log because it's an obstacle. So it could not make it to Lizzy or I. So the next character, because its range is, I believe it's 3. Yeah, the range is 3. So it can't reach Lizzy or I. The guard is in range of the shaman, so the shaman doesn't move because it's good there. So the guard has 1 shield, and the shaman has pierce 2, which means it's going to pierce the shield. So the guard is going to take all the damage that it deals out.
So our job of keeping the guards alive is going really well, guys.
Going swimmingly.
We're not going to out of the park.
Also, the guard is going to get immobilized, which means it's guard 4 is going to get one of these tokens, which means when it next turn, this will get removed. It can't move for that next turn.
Yay.
So yeah, that's
they're making fun of our unpainted minis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get around to it. They look so great though, don't they? They're
really good. They're
are so awesome. Okay, so it's going to hit the guard. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over the card of the there it is.
Yay.
-2. The shaman's attack was 3, so it's going to deal 1 damage to our city guard.
Yay.
The city guard has a health of 5.
That could have been much worse.
That could have been way worse. However, I kind of wish he had waited to use that because I would have loved to have not gotten hit. I mean, the guard's kind of like whatever.
It's true. He still has like a whiff in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, so what's next? We got a 29 and 28. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to do my range attack. So 4. He's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to hit for 4.
Why is it 4? Nope.
Or range
2.
4, 2.
You're going to hit for 2 because you don't have any element on the battlefield yet.
Right.
So we've got an elemental table here. If Lizzy had the shadow, like the moon element,
some of
she
them
could
will
expend
activate
it
that and I can use it. It is not
for additional attack.
Okay, so it's -1 though, so I only hit him for 1.
Hey, and you're hitting the guard?
I'm hitting this guy.
The guard has no special statistics. It just has a health of 7, and that's number 3. So guard number 3 has 1 death.
Okay. I also have this.
Jason says that the shaman has +5 damage versus city guards.
I'm going to move 2, and then I'm going to poison target 1 adjacent enemy. So I'm going to target...
Oh, that is fantastic. All right, so what does poison do?
Poison means that when they get damaged, they can't...
They get an extra damage.
Yeah, they get extra.
They get an additional point of damage when they are hit.
Poisoned.
Pretty positive about that. I had the list of I'll look up poison again. It's really nice having the reference guide. That way we can read the exact, because I don't have that stuff memorized. So we can look it up in the rule book and read exactly what that type of thing is. But I feel pretty good about that's what that is. So what's next?
That's it. I've taken both my actions.
So who's next after that?
The archer at 29.
The archer. All right, so the archer's going to move. It's not getting any additional movement. So the archer has a movement of 2. And it's going to try to hit. It has an extra range. So its range is normally 4. So it's going to get 5. And it's going to immobilize the character. So it's going to come towards you. Yeah. So right now they can't trace a line to you because it's blocked here. So they'll move here. And then they'll hit you. So it's getting -1 attack, which is normally 3. So it's going to be 2 plus a -1. I did shuffle these, by the way. I promise. So you're going to get hit for 2.
It's okay. So I'm at 5. So my character started with 7 health. I have a 6 health, and then I also have the traveling cloak.
Yeah, the traveling cloak. We do have items. We kind of glossed over those. Also, we're using dice to help with stuff.
Yes, because this is a prototype board. Normally, there would be a tracker in here to tell you where you are. We're just going to use dice because
I have a spear. Prototype. I have a crude spear. I have crude boots, so I can expend these. The crude boots will let me move +1 movement on a single move. And then I have, during a single target melee action, target an enemy 2 spaces away. And then I can actually get those back after I've long rested. Some of them will have like a X, which means once they're expended, you will not get them back for the rest of the scenario.
Neither of us has one of those, though.
Yeah, we don't have any of that stuff.
Okay, so the archer moved. It attacked me.
Isaac does. Oh, with 5, could he even attack the city guard? 1, 2, 3, 4. He was here. The city guard's here.
It would have to go through that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he? Oh wait, no, he was.
No, he was here.
Was he right there?
Yeah, I moved him.
Because Isaac said he could have been. That's 5 away. 1, 2. Okay. Well, I'll go with what Isaac says. So the city guard will take that damage.
Which would kill him, right?
No, it has 5 health.
But okay.
That's just 3. Yeah, it hits for 2. Oh, it would move once. Yeah, instead of moving twice, it would just move once. So yeah, okay, cool.
So they go with the least amount of movement to do something.
Yeah, it's gonna exist. Yeah, it's gonna expend
the least amount of energy to do the
least amount of effort. I love that, lazy Algox. Okay, so we did the archer. Now we go 70. I've got a 32, so I'm next. So I have. I'm going to move 4. So I'm going to move, I can move through you. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get in there.
Yes.
And then I have, on the top, I have my crushing weight. The next 6 times I perform a melee, I get to add 2 to that. So this is going to go face up in my play area. I'm going to add a token onto that. So the next 6 times. And I'm also going to gain experience points. Ooh. We didn't talk about those, but anytime you see that symbol, that is an experience point. So I will gain experience through that. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then we have to go to the guard at 70.
Yep. No, actually, the city guard at 51.
Oh, he's 51. Yeah.
However, the city guard is immobilized, so it cannot move. Its range is it has no range, so it has to be adjacent to attack.
Okay.
So it's not going to do anything. It's just going to get rid of that token during cleanup.
Good.
And then the guard. The guard has -1 movement, and it attacks for +1. It's adjacent to both of us, so it's going to attack the person with the lowest initiative card played, which is you. So the city guard, or I'm sorry, the Algox guard is going to. Looks like it has 3 attack. So 3 plus
but it's
this
got a
flip.
+1 down there, right?
Ooh, 3,
so
4, 5.
Are you kidding me?
Ouchies. You might want a long rest and get some health back. Actually, I might be able to heal you. I've got some stuff that can help.
I'm not even going to make it to the other room.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. I believe in you.
Okay.
You need to probably move away and just let me take some of the beatings.
I need to get my shadows
also, in order to not take damage, I believe you can lose a card.
I can.
From your discard or hand.
I think it's from my hand.
I think you discard. Yeah, it's discard a card from your hand to not take damage, or lose, I think, 2 from your discard pile. Isaac and Price can back us up on that one.
Next time I'll discard. I got plenty of cards at the moment.
I mean, going down to 2 isn't a huge deal.
Yeah.
We should be okay. All right, cool. So that's the cleanup.
End of the first round.
That's the end of the first round. Now this is a symbol, which means we are going to have to reshuffle that deck. So the archer is going. Deck's going to get reshuffled. And anytime you see that symbol, you lose 1 from your hand, 2 from discard. Sweet. Cool. All right, so the archers gets shuffled up, and we go through the same thing.
Let's figure it out.
So the guard still has 6 health left. So if possible, it would be sweet if we could take it down. I don't want you to get into too much trouble, though. I don't like you being adjacent to the guard. But I don't know. I guess that's up to you. Now, the communication piece of this is it is a cooperative game, and so we can talk, but we can't say
I can be like, oh, I'm 32.
The exact details.
Like,
right.
I can be like, well, I have a low card. I think I'm gonna try and go first, and Derek can be like, okay, well, I'll try and play something higher. But I can't be like, I'm gonna go here, do X.
But I can say like, hey, I'm gonna attack this guard. You know, I'm gonna try to kill. I think if we can work together to try to kill the guard, that would be cool.
Yes, you can kind of scoot around what you're gonna do, but you can't be specific.
You can be outright. Yeah. Okay. So I have my cards ready.
I think I have what I want. Do you want to go first, or should I try and go first?
It doesn't matter to me.
I'm gonna try and go later, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's reveal these. I have a 65.
I have an 86.
Okay, so I'm going earlier than you. All right.
Okay, we gotta...
So then we'll flip all of these over. We've got a 15 from the guard.
A 9.
And a 56 from the archer.
For
all
the
right.
shaman.
So shaman and guard are both going to activate before us.
Mm-hmm.
So the shaman's going to move. It's going to attack at a -1. It's also going to curse the target up to range 2.
Well, that's the guard.
Well, no, I'm within range now.
Oh, yeah, because the log doesn't block it.
Correct. The log does not block it. So here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
The shaman has 3 points of movement, +1 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it will move to me. Well, actually, it could move to the city guard with less movement points. Because it would take 3 to get to me and only...
1.
Actually, wouldn't even have to move to hit the city guard because he's already within range.
I think he goes there.
So I think that would be... that's a question for Price and Isaac in that regard. I'm not sure. I think... Well, we just talked about it doing the... expending the least amount of energy.
So that would be the guard.
I think it would be the guard in this case. Yeah, it's going to curse the guard, which cursing, I believe, it puts one of these null cards into the deck, which is bad. Those are bad.
It would stay
it
there and attack both of you.
No, it wouldn't even move because it has range 2. Oh, you're right. Sure would. Yep, because its range for the shaman is 3. Both of us are within range, so it's going to attack. Attack both of us. Okay, so -1 attack. So
nope, not that one.
Not that one. Sorry. Its attack is 3.
So it's 2 with a
I'm sorry.
-1?
Yeah, 3 with a -1. Oh wow,
He
1.
hits you both by 1.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I'll take 1.
Yes. Okay. Did you give him 1?
No, it's going to attack both of us, not the guard. It's going to attack both of us because it has range of view.
Well, I'm in trouble.
I think I'm pretty sure it's going to hit you. Unless it's going to hit me and him because he can't see through the enemy figure. I guess that's the question. Can it see through the enemy figure? Because otherwise it could be the city guard and me. And also I'm going to get cursed. So I'm going to have to shuffle one of these into my deck.
So do I get hit? Or no? Yes?
No, you're not going to get hit. Isaac says it's going to attack the guard because it's closer.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you have to put 1 on the guard.
Yep. I put 1 on the guard. However, I believe we both get cursed because...
Yep.
I flip a modifier card for each attack it makes. Okay, makes sense. So it hit them for 1, and then the one for me. This will be for me. Oh, ×2. So what did we say it was? It was -1.
It was 2.
So it was 4. Okay. Great.
And that's their the reshuffle card. So we'll have to reshuffle that at the end.
We will. It will get reshuffled. It actually is kind of a nice reshuffle with minuses it hit.
The minuses will come out. Okay.
Yep.
Guard is next at 15.
Yes. So it's going to shield itself for 1, which means it will and it's got retaliate. So retaliating means that it is also going to deal damage back to us.
If we hit it.
Yeah.
So it's not absolutely going to hurt us.
No, it's not attacking us, but the question is, do we attack it now? So 15 and then 51 with the city guard. So the city guard has a base movement of 2 and attack of 2. So it doesn't even have to move. It's going to attack the shaman. The shaman has a shield of 1. So we have to flip a card from one of our combat decks for...
You want to go or should I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So 2... It's going to deal 1 damage to the shaman.
Okay.
It's not so bad. What shaman is that?
Number
1?
Number 1.
All right. So shaman 1.
Okay. You are next at 65?
Nope.
56. Archer.
56 archer.
Oh man, we are
So
all
archer
last.
attacks at -1.
Okay, he's over
and it's going to target, I believe that's target 2.
That's you.
Yep, that's me. Hold on. And I think it's going to move. It's probably going to move into range to hit 2 people. So its movement is...
No, because this isn't a space.
Oh, that's
over
right.
There, so,
the city guard does have to move. It doesn't have range, so it would move next to the shaman. But it had movement, so we're good. We moved it. What's that?
If it's range 2, even if he moves 1, because he can't move through you.
So the archer is not going to move next to me because it would give it disadvantage. But what I'm saying is I think with the archer, because it's targeting 2 people, is going to... Its movement is 2 with an attack of 3. So I think it would move here because it's going to be able to hit the city guard and me in the same attack.
You're right.
Yeah. So because it wouldn't move next to me to hit both of us because I'd put it at disadvantage, which doesn't feel right. So moving 2 spaces to hit the city guard and me makes the most sense.
Yes.
So the archer is going to attack at a minus. So let's hit me first.
Okay.
So its attack is 3, so I take 2. Okay, so I'm down to 4.
Okay, so this may or may not kill the guard. So it is +0 for the guard. So.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, the archer doesn't actually move because it doesn't have. Hold on, go back.
It doesn't move.
It doesn't have move. Yeah.
So it can only hit one person.
It can only hit one person. So it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit me.
That's it.
We're
done.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Top to bottom. Well, move, attack, go based on the actions. So just put down. We should have.
Well, we're gonna reshuffle anyway, so we're just gonna leave that there. Okay.
So now it's to us. I have a 65 and you have an 86.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Perfect. So the archer actually didn't deal any damage to the city guard. It just dealt damage to me because it doesn't have any movement on its card, which means it's only going to attack. It's going to hit me. Okay, so we're good there. Cool. So I have bloodletting and precision aim. So I'm going to use the bottom on precision aim, which allows me to heal 2 on a target up to 3. So I'm going to heal 2 damage to you.
Yeah.
Move the character token on one of my persistent abilities back 1 space. So actually, don't do that. Let me sequence this the correct way.
There you go.
So instead, I will do my regular attack, which is 3. If this attack kills the target, move the character token on one of my persistent abilities back a space. So 3 plus 2 is 5. I'm going to gain an experience point for doing that. So 5 damage plus my flip, and this is to the guard. So 5 plus 0. So 5 damage, and the guard is at 6. 7, and it's poison, so it's dead.
Yes.
We're going to drop a loot. Can you drop a loot token on its card?
Was it here?
What's that?
Was it here?
No, it was between us. It was right there.
There we go.
Cool. So I did that, and I got to move that forward. Now, I use the bottom ability of my precision aim. I heal you 2.
Yes.
Then it says move the character token on one of my persistent abilities back a space.
Okay.
So...
There we go.
All right.
Which would get rid of your experience or no?
No.
Nope.
No, you keep the experience. Yep. It's like kind of like figuring out how you want to move. Okay. Bring back bloodletting. Okay. And now we're going to move to your turn.
I know. Now that you've gotten rid of him.
And you've gotten some health back now. Oh, he has retaliate too, though. So he would have, because his retaliate. Oh, and he had a shield. No.
So he's at 6, not 7.
He's at 6. Put that back. So he's at 6 damage. 6 damage plus he's still poisoned though, so he doesn't die. He has retaliate too, so 2. -1 for 1.
Both of us?
I think he just retaliates the person that attacks him.
Okay. That's lucky.
Okay.
Now it's my turn. Okay, so now he's here, so now this is better.
So now you can attack him. I forgot about that. But he will retaliate again, and he has a shield of 1. So there is that. But it might be worth it.
But...
to kill the guard.
Okay, I'll do my attack 2. No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move 2, because it's going to activate... Well, if I'm going to kill him, I don't need to do that, though, right? Because...
Well, yeah. It's gonna move it all the way to the top, though, and then it'll come down and then down. So next round, you'll have one available.
So move 2, and I'm going to activate...
So yes, you're going to move the moon up.
So I still keep this one. And then attack for 2, so I'm next to him. Attack all adjacent enemies, so I'm just adjacent to him.
Yeah.
Perform the attack as if you were occupying hex with a shadow, and then if the moon is out, I can do this to muddle him.
We don't need to muddle him though.
We're not going to. Okay,
no,
so attack for
2. We don't need to muddle.
+1.
+1.
3.
So that's 3. It has a shield of 1, so you're gonna deal 2 damage. It's gonna die.
That's poison.
But you are gonna get retaliate.
Okay, so he's gonna hit me.
Oh, Isaac says retaliate doesn't flip a card. If you kill him, he doesn't retaliate. Okay. So I wouldn't have lost that health then. Okay, cool. So if you kill him in that blow, then the retaliate doesn't take effect, which is awesome. Wonderful. So he's off.
Now I can drop the loot.
You could drop the loot. So technically he would have died on my turn, but it's fine.
No,
could you have
shield.
moved? Oh yeah, because of shield. He did have the shield.
Yeah. So no, we were right.
So we were right. Yeah.
We were right, but
you didn't take any damage, right?
I did not take any damage because he couldn't retaliate. I moved. Correct. I did my attack. So that is my turn.
Todd says, so Todd's wife, they've been playing Gloomhaven the last couple weeks. That's awesome. It's a really, this is a great time. The perfect time to play through an entire campaign of Gloomhaven is right now.
Yes.
With all the self-isolation. This is the time to do it. I mean, you could just leave it up on a table and just, oh my goodness. What a time to be. Yeah, that's true. Or cats. Okay, so you were the last turn, right?
One, yes.
Okay, so cleanup. Yes. This is going to have to get reshuffled. Yeah.
This is going to move down one. Those are both... No, this one's...
And having played Gloomhaven will definitely help you with playing Frosthaven.
Although the guard is dead, so we don't need to reshuffle this, right?
No, you just put it back.
I'll reshuffle it for later on.
I don't even know if we're supposed to reshuffle it because we don't have another guard out. Because when we enter this room, we'll populate it so there will be more guards.
So we can just shuffle it in or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt anything to shuffle some cards. Okay.
That's their attack deck.
Okay, next round.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. One of us should step on. You know what? I'll just try to loot it. I was going to say, we could pick up this token by ending our turn on it, but I think it would be better if I just do that. Okay, so that's a... That's nice. I don't think I want to use that yet. Also, choosing when I want to use these abilities is super interesting.
I know.
When do I want these things to trigger? And, how long do I want them out there? That's the thing. I just want to say thank you to Isaac and Bryce for being here to answer questions.
I think that's what I want to do, but I'm not. Don't look.
I'm not looking. I promise. I have my turn. This guard is still alive, but I feel like he's probably gonna die this turn. He's at 4. I feel like he's probably not gonna live much longer unless we can take. If I can get to the Shaman, I think I'm gonna try to take it out or at least deal damage to it. That'd be interesting, actually.
It should have been out before. That's not going to help me. Something that would go with the waning moon.
Yeah, also, don't forget, you do have one of the tokens out.
I know.
But again, I mean, that's completely up to you. Oh, hey Karen, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Karen said, "Games of Fire. I've been getting my daughters to play more games with the quarantine. I'm hoping to turn them into gamers. They're locked in with me, can't get away. And one daughter has decided she likes Isle of Cats. Isle of Cats is awesome.
Derek loves Isle of Cats.
Very, very pleasantly surprised by that game. Okay, cool.
Are ready?
We are.
Are you ready?
I don't know. I'm rethinking my life right now.
So many difficult choices.
Because I need to. Oh man, hold on. Okay, that's what I need to do, and then. Okay, this.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Okay. 27.
74.
And the guard's
74.
out, so the guard doesn't need to do anything, and the archer.
And 31. So we both have the same initiative.
What do you mean? You have a 30. Oh, 74 and 74.
And 74.
Yeah,
We've never had that happen before.
I think initiative goes based on health.
You go first, and then the archer.
We'll
so let me know if I go before the shaman or if the shaman goes.
Yeah, nice tie.
Player-based
ties. Isaac's on it. Bam.
There we go.
27. Okay. My favorite number. So, but first, what I'm going to do is move 2.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2.
Okay.
I'm going to heal myself for 2, taking me up to 6.
7.
Nope,
Oh,
6.
yeah,
I should have been at 4.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take the top action of attacking for 2, but this is going to increase it. I also gain another experience for going over that. So I'm at 2 experience. If I could find the number 2, which gives me another +2, so it's 4. And then I get to move the token back.
So you're just doing this leg. One step forward, one step back.
Forward. Okay, so 4 plus my flip is going to be 0. So 4 onto the archer.
Okay, well, you have the damage.
I do, but the archer has 6 health. No
shield.
weirdness. Okay, good. So 6. What did I say? 4. 4 to the archer.
And it is archer number 1.
Archer number 1. Thank you. Boom, boom. All right, so it just needs 2 more points of damage, and that's it for me.
Okay, so then we're gonna go to the archer at 31.
31. The archer is going to move, and it's going to an attack. So here's what's going to happen. It's going to attack me, but currently it's at disadvantage because it doesn't want to be next to melee characters when it attacks. So it's going to step. It's going to step backwards, I believe. It's going to move back 1, or I guess it could have moved. Yeah, probably there. And it's going to hit me for its attack is... Oh, man, its attack is so high. 3?
Well?
3 plus the flip.
+0.
So 3 damage. I'll take 3. I'll go from 6 to 3. I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, they're not really giving you an option.
I mean, I could have discarded a card.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's not like, do you want to take 3? Do you want to take 2, maybe? Are we going to do
one?
a bidding
Just
war?
one. Just one.
Okay.
Oh, it's an auction game now. Frosthaven includes auction. Auctioning for health.
Okay. We have finished the archer. The guard would go next to 51.
The guard is next to 51.
Yeah.
So the guard is not going to move. It's already in position. It's going to attack the shaman. The guard has 2 points of attack. The shaman has...
Shield.
1 shield, so it's going to take 1. And do you want to flip or do I want to flip?
I'll flip.
So it takes negative damage. Well done. Well done. Hey, at least you got that out of your deck.
Well, now when I attack, yeah, it won't
Alright,
hurt
so
me.
the poor ally just went like...
Okay.
Ooh, Price says the monsters don't move in rounds in which you've consumed chocolate milkshakes. I need to go get my malt, my chocolate shake. That would be great. That's a fun little variant.
Already drank mine.
Hey, Scotty. Scotty just joined.
Hey. Okay.
Joshua Lang, thank you for joining us. We are here to show off the game for all of you to see it and ask questions.
I am going to
you're going
place
next.
a shadow token in the hex I occupy and then move 5. So
sweet.
I will place my shadows here and then I will move 1. Should I pick it up or just
bypass it?
2.
I hate to, but just
3.
bypass it.
I can go here or here. Which
can you attack somebody?
Yeah, because this one I'll just do the base attack of 2.
Yeah,
so
attack him. I'll go between us.
Go between us?
Yeah, why not?
So that he'll hit me instead of you?
No.
Liar. Okay, so that's my 5 movement, and then I have to discard.
Actually, hold on a second. You were correct. You should go up there.
Yeah.
Because no matter where he's at disadvantage. If you try, he can't go here, here, here. He's at disadvantage on attacks. He'd have to actually move like all the way over here to not get disadvantage. So that's a great move by you.
Yes.
And then you just attacking it for 2.
No, I'm gonna use the base attack.
Yeah,
here.
the base attack.
So and this one, so I've done this action. I'm gonna have to discard this card.
Because you did the bottom action.
Yeah, you want to show the.
Yeah, so Lizzie chose to do the bottom action, so she has to discard the card.
So this card is going.
And I believe that's lost. It's gonna go to your last pile. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be able to get that back. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the base attack of 2. His shield. He doesn't have a shield, right?
What? Oh, you're attacking the archer?
Yep.
Nope. So he's dead.
+2.
Because that's 2 damage.
Yay.
He was at 4, and you said you dealt 2, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna drop a loot there.
Okay.
On its board.
Okay. So maybe I can finally
Wonderful.
pick that up. And the shaman now goes.
Yeah, the shaman's it's going to move, and it's going to attack. However, it's close to the city guard, so it's not going to move. It's going to attack the city guard at +1. So the shaman's attack is 3 +1 for 4 plus a flip at nothing
0. is gonna kill him.
Well, it has shield of 1, but yeah, the city guard goes bye-bye. So we've lost
dude.
a city guard.
We really need to
We
get more guards up.
We do. We also need to open. We need to get over here and open this up.
Okay.
Now I guess that's my question. Yeah, Seb's upstairs. I guess that's the question. Now the scenario says if you lose all city guards. Now this was the only guard that was in play. Does that technically mean that we would lose the scenario? Or is it?
Because we know there's more supposed to come out.
But there's not more. Like
on the board
we
right
know
now.
We're supposed to populate more, but we just lost the only city guard that was in play.
Isaac just says, "For shame, letting the poor man die."
I didn't mean to.
It's based on all the guards.
It's based on all the guards. Okay, so
that's
we're good.
That's what I thought. It was
like
that would be.
I wanted the guard to die, but he put himself in the line of duty and sacrificed himself.
We're
so
like,
that we
no,
could
stay
live.
back. You're fine. He's like, I'm gonna throw myself in front of the shaman.
That's what it was.
That's totally what it was.
We were totally telling him just
we
run away.
had it.
Run away. All right, so the guard, now the shaman attacked, did its thing, and we're going to go to the next round.
Okay.
There's nothing to reshuffle. The shaman is the only thing that's left. I really want to kill the shaman.
How about you go and I'll follow up and kill him?
You want me to open this?
Yeah.
I don't know, because opening this is going to spawn everything, which activates everything.
But if we both focus on trying to kill him,
I know,
we're going to lose more cards.
I know. How are you doing on cards? I have
two more turns.
I have 2 more turns. So why don't we try to deal as much damage to the shaman, and then we can short rest. We don't even have to long rest. Or maybe you could long rest this turn and I deal damage, and maybe we desynchronize them. You want me to just dive in? Okay, I will follow your lead.
We're going to Leroy Jenkins this.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Leroy
Jenkins.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
All right, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this.
Okay,
I'm a fan. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna do this thing. And because of that, I'm actually just gonna help you out. So we're gonna do. We're gonna do this for that one, and then we're gonna do. Ooh, I should hold on to that card. Never tell me the odds. That's right. That is right. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Maybe.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. The puzzle of figuring out how to maximize your hand based on the board state and how to essentially combo your faction versus my faction is so interesting. I think that's what I have the most respect for in this game is the hand management and the puzzles that are created based on the positioning of players and enemies, and it's unlike anything I've ever played. I mean, it's incredible. It really is incredible.
Okay, I think I'm ready. How much more damage does he need to do?
How much? Well, he has 9 health, so he needs another 8.
So we are not super close on that.
Ready?
I'm at 96.
61. Oh,
okay.
The archer, is out, so... Actually, I'm gonna leave it.
62. Well, let's.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay, well...
I don't know if we're supposed to. Isaac or Price can tell us if we should. Okay, so wait, the shaman's going at 62.
Yep.
So which means I just got under it.
Just barely.
At 61. So I'm gonna move 4.
Okay.
So you ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the door. Open the gauntlets. All right. Pause.
Oh no.
Halftime. When you open the door, read the next part. You run inside the gate, and the breath of destruction becomes quickly apparent. The town has been sacked. Smoke and carnage and heat burn your eyes. Buildings have been opened up, their simple wooden walls rammed through, and their contents dragged out. I love that Isaac said this is a bad idea.
I know. I just
you're in trouble when the
designer's like, that was a bad move.
Barrels, dishes, chests. Everything has been hurled and dashed to bits. What structures still stand are bright with fire, and those that don't smolder. Their frames like black torched skeletons. And all about are these creatures, these sources of havoc, howling in the chaos. A new enemy, the Algox. By the way, the writing in this game is fantastic. I don't know if Isaac did that. I mean, if you did, Isaac, kudos. Really, really awesome.
We're waiting for the Frosthaven book, yeah.
special rules. When all enemies are dead, the scenario is complete. So now we go based on this.
So we had to populate
real quick.
map.
But it's okay because I know pretty much where everything goes.
Want me to hold it while you...
So that's the tables are going to go there. Tables are going to go there. So hold on.
There's some glitter.
Here. Okay. So let's get this. Let's get the allies, the city guards, on the board. So there should be 3 of them. So one goes down here. One goes up here. And another one. Oh wait,
3? There's 4.
1, 2. No, it tells you based on the player count. There should be a elite shaman, but first let me put the bushes on the board.
You sure they're not?
Oh, Isaac hired a writer. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, the shrubbery. So let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's gonna go there, and then off of this, then off the table is this one. 2 over is that one. Then the here. Okay. And then that's a loot. Ooh, we're gonna put loot on the board. Where we got loot here? 1 here, 1
down
here,
next to the bench. No, the other bench.
1 there, and then 4 over here. What?
Here.
Oh yeah, nice. And then we also need to put out a rock, a boulder, which is you can't go through it. I guess it's more like a boulder, not a rock, right? Boulders are like impassable, and a rock would be like you just step over. And then let me see real quick. There needs to be a guard. So an Algox guard needs to go here. Another guard needs to go here. A shaman goes here. And another guard goes here. And that's it. Because there should be... how many enemies are on the board? 4?
4, not including the shaman from
1,
before.
2. Oh, the elite archer. Sorry. The elite archer. There should be 5.
We can just forget about him.
Just forget about him? Oh my goodness. We're still going to die.
But we're going to die
says
in
if we hit the rock with
a
stone axe, we get iron nuggets. That's fantastic. Get a little Animal Crossing. Is there a little bit of city building in this? What? There is some city building in the game. How cool. Can we use the iron that we get from breaking rocks? By the way, this is the map of Frosthaven behind us.
We don't have the box cover, so...
No, we don't have the box cover, but you will be building this together and putting stickers and such down, which is so cool. So cool. All right, let's do this. Okay. So that was on my turn during my move action, so I still have my attack. However, on the other side of this, on top of the move, was an attack. I attacked 2 at range 3. Guess who's within range 3? The shaman. So I attack 2. When I attack, I get to move this, gain another experience point, add 2, which is 5. Make it double. Come on. Oh, crap. Wait, that's a monster one. That shouldn't be in there. But it is the curse that I got earlier from when I got cursed. So
nothing.
My attack got nullified. However, I'm glad this is out of my deck, so I never have to see this again.
It says only on melee attacks.
Oh, it's only on melee attacks. You're right. This is a ranged attack. Well, it's okay because it got nullified anyways. I got excited. This curse comes out of my deck when I hit it, I believe. I don't think this curse stays persistent, although I guess Isaac could tell me if it is persistent or not. I did get cursed, which means that attack does not go through, and I have to lose this card. So it's going to get lost.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that was the bottom action. The top action of this is an attack of 1 at range 3, and then I can move a character back, but I don't have anything to move back, so it's going to be 1 plus a flip. It is removed. Thank you, Isaac. I get a flip here of +1, so 2, and the shaman has a shield, so hey, it took 1 damage.
Okay, that's good. We're just slowly chipping away at him. Okay, then 62, the shaman goes next.
Hold on.
You're not done?
So here's what we have to do. We have to flip. All of these need to have things that are flipped. So the archers are now going to activate, and the guards are now going to activate. That's why it was a bad idea. That's why it was a bad idea, because when the board populates, now
and they get an action right away.
Gets actions.
Well, the guards get actions too. Right? So we would go backwards to the archer at 14?
The guards will get actions, yes. The archers are now going to attack. So the archers, there's only 1 on the board. It's an elite. It's going to move at -1. Its movement is 2, so it moves 1 towards me. It's going to attack -1.
Creates a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to an enemy.
Yeah, so it's going to put a trap. I'll put a trap token down. It'll just be this. So it's going to go, creates a 3 damage. Well, hold on. Its range is 5, so it doesn't have to move because it can still hit me. So it's going to attack at -1, which is 3 or 4. So it's going to deal 3 damage plus the card flip.
-1.
So 2 damage. I will take the 2 damage and go to 1. And now it's going to create a 3 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to an enemy. I'm the closest, so I'm going to put this down on the board to signify that's a trap. So if you go over it, you're going to take...
No, and an adjacent to him hex closest to you.
Oh, you're right.
It's not just randomly going to pop up right next to you.
That's right. It's going to put it... You're right. Well played.
That would be scary.
So the archer, and now we're going to go to the city guards. So the city guards move at 51. So the city guards... And what was your number, babe?
I'm at 96, so I'm last.
Why didn't you play the 14?
Because I wanted to go last, because I forgot about this. Because I was going to come behind and, like, kill the shaman. I was going to be all, like, sneaky.
You were going to be sneaky. Well, wait a minute. You said to do Leroy Jenkins, and you want to be sneaky. I don't think those
Leroy
two...
Jenkins. The other team stuck it out and were just like, okay, dude.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay.
So you want to rewatch it?
No. We're good. So the city guards.
Okay.
They're going to move to...
51, yeah.
Boom, boom. Well, actually, this will be the closest avenue.
He needs to go around the shrubbery.
I think you can move through the shrubbery, but it takes a point of movement to do that. So they're still going to go around it because...
But can he pick up loot?
No, city guards can't do anything. I think they're going to move around because this would be... To get to this enemy, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it is going to go that way. So I think he can land on the shrub.
He just can't move through it?
I just don't think you would have to use...
It would be 1 action to get off it next turn.
Jeremy says, if you played the rules right the first time, oh, believe me, there were many mistakes made in the first game of this we played.
The first 2 games, we didn't make it to the building, like to the other scenario.
We are progressively getting better, and I have read BGG FAQ. I watched the John Getz playthrough. I'm working on getting better, but this just has a lot of intricate systems, and just this is the embodiment of what a dungeon crawl should be. It throws so much at you. But the beauty of this game is that it is a hand management Euro.
Like, we've already gotten better at it. Like I can
we're
see
getting better the more we play. It may not be obvious to you watching this playthrough, but we are getting better. And that's what it's all about. Yes. And this game is something that is going to get... And I've got a good friend of mine. His name's Justin Gibbons. He has told me repeatedly that the game gets better the more you play it. Games like 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you get into that, you start progressing your character. You start unlocking equipment and items. And you just start getting the systems down better. He said there's nothing that beats it. And I can see that 100%. I can see exactly what everybody talks about with this game. Okay, so the guards moved. They can't attack. I think then we go to the shaman at 62, right?
Yeah.
And then the guard, and then you?
Yep.
Miss Leroy Jenkins?
You were Leroy. You ran in.
So the shaman is going to move. It's moving to me. Well, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. It can attack. Its range is 3, so it doesn't even have to move. It's going to attack me for 3 plus a flip of 4. I'm going to lose a card from my hand, so I don't take that.
Good.
Is it good, though? Is it good? Probably a bad idea to get rid of the card, but hey, we're going to figure it out. Now we move on to the guard. The guard moves at -1. All the guards. Oh, you know what? This shaman also should have activated. I should have mentioned that elite shaman, any elite form of a monster goes before the non-elite. So then this shaman is going to move as well. So this shaman's going to move at 2. It cannot get to me. Actually, it has a range of 3, so it can. If it goes 1, 2...
But it's going to go after the guard.
No, it's going to go after the guard. You're right. So it's
not
not going to move.
Easy target.
The guard is right there. It's going to hit the guard for 2 damage plus a card flip.
Plus 0.
So 2 damage on this guard. This guard does have a shield, which means it takes
6.
1. So guard 6 took 1 damage.
Yes.
Now we go to the guards. So 1, 2, 3 guards are going to activate in ascending order. 1, 2, 3. So the first guard is going to move -1. So its movement value is 3, so it moves 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to move towards me, although it doesn't have any range, so I still think it moves towards me.
Yeah, because it's going to get in position for next time.
Yeah, and it can't attack because it doesn't have any range.
2
cool.
would be next.
Then 2 would be next. It moves at a -1, which is 2. It's going to move...
It moved 2. Probably it doesn't have a range, though. It would get closer to the guard back there.
I mean, it could get closer to the guard.
I
think that's what it's going to do. It's going to definitely move closer to the guard back here. Because it can't get any closer to me. Like, this is the closest next target.
Mm-hmm.
Then this guard can move adjacent to me and will attack me at +1. So +1, it's going to be 4 damage plus a card flip.
-1!
I still have to get rid of a card to not take the damage.
Oh, no.
So I have 2 cards left. I'm going to have to...
Long rest?
Short rest.
Oh, short rest.
I'm going to short rest during cleanup.
Okay.
I have to. So in that case, I'm going to get rid of this card. Okay, cool. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to. So that's the other thing, and I've talked to a couple of friends about this. So you're watching right now. You probably will have seen the same thing. That the choice, and you can take your turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna move 2 with just the base movement. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then attack 2 with a range of 2. So 1, 2. I don't have any shadows close enough to take them off the board to get a +1.
What's the range of the shadows? Within 2 of you?
Within 2, yeah. And this
it's
one's
within
1, 2,
3.
3. So I was not close enough. So I'm gonna hit him for 2 though.
Okay, so 2 plus your flip, -1, and it has a shield of 1, so no damage.
That was pointless.
It's okay.
So my whole plan of staying back and being sneaky sneak did nothing.
Sneaky sneak. It's okay.
Sneak.
We're trying our best
We're
here.
working on it.
Well, what I was saying was the choice of when to short rest and long rest is really interesting. Because essentially this hand of cards, this is a timing mechanism. You only have so much time to figure out the puzzle to win, and that's so cool. That is so cool. I'm just gonna come up with these tidbits of like things that I just really like about this game as I play.
Jason just said, "Show of hands, who's rooting for the monster?" Raise his hand.
Of course, Jason is rooting for the monsters against us. That does not surprise me.
Jason, I'm hurt.
Are you surprised?
But not shocked.
Are you surprised? I don't think so.
I'm hurt, but not shocked.
All right, cool. So we're in the cleanup step. Nothing needs to get reshuffled. I've not hit anything. You haven't hit anything. I am short resting. So to short rest, I have to randomly remove a card from my discard pile. I can choose to spend a life to choose something else, but I only have 1 life, so that's not happening.
It's probably not his best option.
You want to pick for me? Which one am I losing? That's a terrible choice. I am losing. Yeah, I mean, it's a bad one to lose, but whatever. So I got these cards back to my hand. Lizzie, are you short resting?
I still have 3, so I'm
okay. You're gonna
go for it.
Okay. All right.
I'll short rest next time.
All right. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the next round.
Time.
I don't know if you want to. You know. How am I gonna do this?
Oh, this.
How in the world am I gonna get out of this?
We've not done that, but that's okay. We haven't been using it.
Oh yeah, that needs to go away. So I have to do that and this. I mean, I feel like, yeah. And the other thing too is when you're losing these cards, you're losing the initiative values, and so like. Oh my goodness, like losing these initiatives into your lost pile, brutal. Scotty says he never long rests. Always short rests. Just quick, short naps, right? I mean, who can really take a long nap in the field of battle? You know what I mean? Is this your discard pile?
Yep.
Can we put it like where it goes? Because it's super bugging me. I mean, no pressure, but I have my cards picked. I will long rest when I'm dead, and by then it'll be too late.
When he doesn't have a choice, is what he's saying. He also doesn't stop and ask for directions, in case you were wondering.
I know where I need to go. I need to go this way. That elite archer's gonna kill me. I already know it.
I know.
That elite
The
archer's
shaman, if
gonna
I
rough
don't
me
get
up.
him, he's gonna kill me.
I would not use this playthrough as a
as a copy of like how to
win,
like
how to survive.
This is just a general mechanics. I'm gonna try it.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I got 27.
I have 24. We should probably flip over the guys. Huh?
We should probably see how bad this is gonna get.
See if we even
15,
get a chance. 23. He beat me by 1.
29.
So guard, then shaman.
Mm-hmm. So the guards aren't gonna attack. They're gonna shield and retaliate, which is good. So we can kind of bypass them if we want to, ish, kind of.
Oh, I'm not even close to them, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. Shaman though.
The shaman is gonna move and it's gonna heal something within range of 3. So here's what's gonna happen. There are no characters for it to heal, so it's gonna heal itself. So it doesn't need to move to do that. It's gonna heal 3. I think you should just leave that shaman alone and just run away, because that's shaman number 1. Then we're gonna go to shaman over here, who is going to move and heal. Again, there's no healing to be done, so I don't think it's actually going to do anything. And all of these are going to get refreshed. All of these have the refresh marker. Okay.
We're doing a great job.
We're doing so great. Well,
okay. So
you beat me. Yeah, 24, 27, and then the archers. After your turn, can you go check with him?
I can.
That'd be awesome. I think he wants something.
He's just playing.
Oh, is he just playing? Having
He's
fun?
not yelling for anyone. He's just being loud.
He's being noisy.
Unless he's
I don't
yelling
know if you have
Lizzy.
kids, but 2-year-olds are very noisy.
He's recently learned what my name is, and he enjoys using it.
He likes to say Lizzy. It's very funny.
I'm going to move 1, 2.
Jason, do you know where you're going? Yes, towards the future. That's good. I like that one.
And then, okay. Well, I just moved 2, and then
I heard the clashing of metal on metal, and I'm trying to get there. I'm like a bat, using my echolocation towards murder and mayhem. I'm Batman.
None of that made any sense.
Made sense to me.
You're like a toddler.
I'm just having fun. This game is fun. It's bringing out fun.
Okay, so I can attack for 4, but it says perform the attack as if you were occupying a hex with a shadow, then remove the shadow. So would I have to pretend I was there?
Is it a ranged attack?
No, it doesn't have that on there.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
Is it this card?
It's that card.
Perform the attack as if you were occupying a hex with a shadow, then remove the shadow. Yes, that is what that would do. You would have to
pretend I was there.
That. Yeah, you'd have to pretend that you were
that's
there.
Not gonna help me.
Can you place a shadow with the other card?
No, I already moved 2.
We'll just take that back and change what you're doing.
Well, this is an ranged attack, so I'm gonna like lose a card and not do anything, you know?
Oh, you can always move 2 or do a base attack of 2.
I did. I moved 2, and then I was gonna do a base attack of 2.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do. I'm gonna move 2.
Isaac, our own murder. I didn't say it was the monster's murder. I mean, I never clarified who exactly was getting murdered. I just want to be clear about that.
Okay, I'm gonna do a base attack of 2.
You're still going after the shaman?
Well, who else am I supposed to attack?
Nobody.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna lose the card.
Nobody. You could. I just love that the shaman's just back here like, come at me. What are you gonna do about it?
It's like I'm throwing like pebbles at it. I'm just annoying it, but I'm like, come on, man. Hey, +2. I hit it for 4.
It's got shield of 1, so you hit it for 3. You hit it for 3.
I mean,
that's solid.
It's better than a sharp stick in the eye, so
that's good.
I mean,
you are not wrong about that. And that's
and
shaman number 1.
4.
Yeah, you're rocking this. You have more health than I do. If anybody can survive, it's gonna be you, not me. All right, so then it's my turn, yeah? Woohoo! I get to do something.
Finally, gosh.
So I am going to move 2 and heal myself 2. So I'm going to go right in the middle of these 2 idiots right here. Because why not? I'm a glutton for punishment. And I get to heal myself 2. I go to 3.
Why don't you be like, hey, over here, and then like duck and have both of them swing and hit each other?
Swing and hit each other?
Is that like something we can add
that?
to the game?
Can we do that? Okay, and then I'm going to attack 3. This is a melee attack, so it's going to be 5 plus a flip of course. Of course. That's how this has been going tonight. If you don't know, I just hit my null. So essentially, I would like...
He tripped.
I tripped. Did I fall on my own sword? Can I hurt myself?
Probably.
So the next 6 times you perform a melee attack. So I did. So that's a good question. Clarifying question for Price or Isaac. Performing the attack, does that move this up, or do I actually have to deal damage? I think performing it would be doing the action, which would move this. That's how I would take that.
Isaac
so
says yes.
I'm going to go to 4 experience. That was horrifyingly terrible. Your turn. Actually, no, it's not your turn. It's going to be the archer's turn.
Yeah.
The archer is going to move, attack. It has an extra range. It's going to immobilize. Okay, so
that's going to be you.
It's going to attack -1. Its attack is 4, so it's going to hit for 3. It does not need to move, so it's going to hit me for 3 plus a flip, and it's going to immobilize me. Oh, what now?
Ha.
Archer? Throwing sand into your eyes.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. I love it. All right, so no, that was truly lucky.
I know. I can't believe that happened.
Cool. So the archer
Isaac is
activated.
Clarifying not a yes about hiring because people are asking if he's hiring.
Sorry. He was answering our question.
Yes.
Okay, so the archer activated. There's no other archers on the board. We are good to go.
We haven't died yet, guys.
I think this is okay. All right. However, everything gets shuffled.
Everything gets reshuffled.
So does mine.
Here, I will shuffle up here. I'm gonna have to rest.
Short rest. Just do a short rest. I'm telling you, just short rest.
Okay, short rest.
So you're just gonna shuffle your discard, lose 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not gonna gain any health, but whatever. YOLO.
Oh, yeah. This is... Okay.
All right. There's that. I'll shuffle these up real quick. You know, the win condition is to defeat all these enemies. I'm not feeling great about that at the moment.
What? Why would you say that?
Oh, we didn't do the archer, the city guards. My apologies. We should probably do the city guards really quick.
I thought we did.
The city guards didn't activate. That's my fault.
Well, we got in 51
here,
yet, so.
Here. So the city guard is going to attack this Algox guard, but it had retaliate 2, and it had a shield, so this would deal 1 damage to it, and then this would deal 2 damage back. We did forget that. I apologize. And then this one would attack the shaman. This shaman didn't have any extra anything to it. The shaman's just a base shaman, has 3 damage on it. No, it has no damage.
Any on it yet.
It has a shield of 1, so it would take 1 damage.
Okay.
All right.
3.
Sorry about that, guys.
So I'm gonna short rest. So I have to shuffle and discard 1. Here.
Get rid of that one.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, that's... And do you have any ways of wounding? I have a way of wounding, but I should have used it, but I didn't.
I don't know if I have wounds. I have 1.
Did I get immobilized? Yeah, the status effect should have immobilized me. That's a good point. That's a good point. I should have gotten immobilized. Oh, Justin is here. There's Justin.
Hey! Uh-oh.
You're gonna need to go check on him?
Here, let me...
I'm still figuring out what cards I'm gonna play.
Here, I'm gonna do this. And you can flip it and see what my...
Okay. I'll go through it.
I'll go check the child.
I definitely want to do that. Do I want to do this? This seems like a good time to do this, maybe. Yeah. Okay, we can try that. All right. So I'm going to activate. So Lizzy has her cards chosen. I have mine. I'm playing a 23. And Lizzy has chosen to play her... I'm assuming she was going 32.
96.
You were going 96. Okay, she was going 96. I'm glad I asked. So she is going 96. And then we're going to flip over the Shaman's card. It's going 8, because of course it is. 16 for the Archer, and 50 for the Guard. So this might be the round in which we probably die. That's not great for us. So the Shaman goes first. We have the Elite Shaman, who's next to Lizzy. So it is going to move, but it doesn't need to. It is next to Lizzy. It's going to attack at a -1. So its attack is normally 3. It's going to deal 2 plus a card flip at +1. So it's going to deal 3 damage to Lizzy. I will let her make that decision when she gets back. However, it is going to give Lizzy a disarm token. Disarm, I believe. I will have to double check the wording on disarm really quick. Though I'm sure Isaac or Price or somebody could probably answer much. Oh, she can't attack. There you go. Thanks, Justin. Sorry, Lizzy, you can't attack. You got disarmed.
What?
Your arms were removed.
Oh, that's not good.
You're also getting hit for 3 damage.
I'm
so
going to get that.
You need to choose to take the damage or lose a card from your hand.
3 damage?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it.
Okay. I didn't want to make that decision for you, so...
Well, next time I'll block it, but I'm going to take it for now.
So that was just this shaman. That shaman. Now we're going to go to this shaman back over here. This one is going to attack the city guard, maybe? Wait, hold on. It's going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Its movement is 2. It does not have range, so it cannot get to me, so it will attack the city guard. It's going to attack at 2 damage, -1 for 1, plus a card flip. So 1 damage to the city guard. The city guard has a shield, doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
So we're good. That city guard survived.
Okay.
Now we're going to move to the archer. The archer is 16. The elite archer right here is going to move at a +1, making it 3. But it doesn't need to move to hit me. It is going to attack at a -1. Its attack is normally 4, so it's going to be 3 plus a card flip to me. At 0, I have 3 life, which means I will be discarding a card to stop that that damage. Not great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll discard that. All right. And now it's... You went at 96. I went at 23, so now it's my turn.
Yeah, I'm last.
All right, so I'm going to play this card. This is a persistent one of the effects. So for the rest, the next 6 times I perform a heal, I get to add 2 health to that action. So that's great. And then I have an attack. I'm going to attack 1 at a range of 2. I target 2 targets, and they each get muddled.
Ooh.
So that's great. Muddle is disadvantage. They will attack at disadvantage, which is great. So I need to... Now here's the thing, though. I'm doing a melee. I'm doing a ranged attack. Oh, man. I did not sequence this well at all. I should have used this to move, because now I'm at disadvantage for these guards because I'm doing a melee attack. So, I mean, I'm not doing a melee attack. I'm doing a ranged attack. So, should I have used this to move out of range? I feel like yes.
You gonna redo that?
Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to discard this card for its 2 points of movement. I'm going to use 1 point of movement. So then I can hit both of these guards here at 2... 1 damage, 2 range. They both get muddled. That's what I want to do. That's a better idea. And the muddle tokens are here. So which guard? That's 3.
1 and 3.
1 and 3 get muddled, which means they will have disadvantage. And then they take 1 damage each plus a card flip. So first card flip for 1 is +1. So 2 damage. 2 damage to number 1. And
card flip for number
card
2.
flip for number 2 is another +1. So another 2 damage to number 3. Cool. All right. So that was a better move. That was a better idea.
Much better. You go, dude.
So that was 23.
So now
50
we're going
for the guards.
Yep. And then 51 for the city guards.
So the first guard is here, number 1. It's going to move into range of me and attack. It's going to attack at disadvantage. So disadvantage means that we draw the top 2 cards from the deck, and it takes the worst one. Oh, of course. They're both going to be -1s. So -1 attack. Its attack is normally 3, so it's going to deal 2 damage to me. I don't have a shield. I will take 2 damage.
Okay.
Then this one is going to move towards me and do the exact same thing. So reveal the top 2 and pick 1. Oh, wow. Okay. That was so good.
0.
We got rid of the double.
Well, I mean, it's going to
reshuffle.
Hold on.
So it's going to... Oh, gosh. I'm in so much trouble. I have to discard another card. I have to lose another card. Not cool, dude. Not cool. All right. I'm going to have to short rest after this round.
Yeah.
And then well, we should have done 2 before 3, but whatever. This is going to attack the city guard. So flip a card.
1.
Yeah, flip 1.
-2.
Okay. So actually what would have happened is, hold on, just so I do it correctly. These are the top 3 cards. So this one would have flipped the ×2 for the City Guard, because you have to go in order. So the 2, the ×2, its damage is 3, so 6. City Guard number 4 is going to take 5 damage and die. So yeah, we have to make sure we're doing
done
these
that in order. Yeah. Well, then still it would have.
But then
+0, but you got rid of a card anyway.
Correct. But that's what I'm saying. So now
-2.
Hold on. So then now do this attack for number 3 is what I'm saying.
Well, it's the 0 and
which is the 0
2.
and the -2. Okay.
So
which means I take 1 less damage is what it means.
Didn't you discard a card though? To stop it?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I took damage earlier.
Okay.
So
now the guard's good.
We do have to make sure that we're following the numerical order.
There's 1 guard left.
There's 1 guard. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Oh. Guard number 6.
Come on, little dude.
The little
He's gonna go poke the Algox.
Don't touch him. Don't touch the Algox, man.
I feel like these are all toddlers, and we're saying, don't do it, and they're like...
Don't touch the red button. You touched the red button. All right. City Guard number 6 is going to move 2 and attack twice. It doesn't need to move to hit the guard, so it's going to hit the guard. It's going to hit the Shaman for 2. The Shaman has a shield of 1, so Shaman number 3 takes 1 point of damage, and now it's just angry. Now it's just mad. Okay.
Now me.
Now Lizzie. Can you join me in this room? Can you come help? Please?
Yeah, I can. Here, I'm going to hit the Shaman real quick and then run away. So I'm going to hit the Shaman for 2.
What?
3! I'm going to hit him for 3.
The Shaman has a shield of 1, so you're dealing 2 damage to the Shaman. Great.
Oh, wait, no. What does this mean?
What? Oh, no, you can't attack. You got disarmed. You can't attack. That's why you just need to move. You're disarmed this round.
That one doesn't do anything, then I just moved 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
You have to move through the door.
Oh, 1.
1, 2, 3.
The door is in a space?
The door is a space.
Well,
I
then
just
that
moved you into... Where were you?
Oh, no, you're right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You were right. You were right. Here, I'm going to turn to face the enemy.
Oh, yeah, I should have flipped a card for the City Guard when it attacks. You do flip a card.
Do you want to? Well, you had to do you because I already did mine. So.
Well, it's the City Guard's. Yeah, we should.
We already did it.
When it attacked, it should have been mine at a -2. It didn't deal any damage. Oh yes, it did deal damage.
It dealt 1, so take 1 away.
So take 1 off. The
3rd Shaman.
The 3rd Shaman over there. Yep. Thanks, Justin, for that. So even better for us that yes, you do have to flip a combat card for the City Guards.
Okay.
Our apologies.
You got a short rest. So is this constant or is this?
No, I think it goes away. The disarm token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am just kind of trying to think. Justin's like, yeah, they deal extra damage. No. Of course not. It's gonna be a minus because why not?
Okay.
1 second. I have to short rest again.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm just trying to keep the City Guard alive, so I'm gonna run over here and just try to help him out as best I can. All right, wonderful. I'm down to 5 cards because nothing bad can come of this, right? Try that. All right, let's see.
So if it's a range attack, do I want to be the maximum way, or as long as there's space, it's good?
What's that? What was your question?
For a range attack, as long as there's space.
Yeah, as long as there's space between you and the enemy.
Okay.
Otherwise, you attack at disadvantage. So, like, if they're right next to you and you're trying to do a melee, then of course, mathematically, it makes tons of sense.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, I have my card ready. Justin knows our pain.
I'm gonna do this. Which one do I want to do first?
Which one are you putting on top? We good?
Okay,
Are we ready?
We're good.
32?
28.
28? Okay. The Shaman is going to move at 74.
Okay.
Good. The Archer at 32.
So you're gonna
and the Guard at 35. So we're going before all of them.
Yeah, and the city guard.
City guard at 51. If he makes it at 51. All right, so you go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna do attack of 2 at a range of 4. So I can hit any of those 3.
If we could take down the guards, because the guards are at 2 damage apiece.
Okay.
Oh, actually, question. The muddled token, I believe, comes off the status effect. I think comes off. I think it's only happens one time. I don't think it's a persistent, but maybe it is. I'll have to Isaac or Price or Justin if you could answer that question about the token.
Okay.
So which one are you attacking?
Well, one has. They both have 2.
They both have 2
at this
damage.
point, I'll just go with the 3.
Number 3. So
here.
2 damage over here plus your flip.
Plus 0.
Plus 0. So 2, and the guard doesn't have anything, so that's gonna be 2 damage. It comes off. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna use
2 damage on 3.
Move up to 2. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna pick up a
Hey!
loot.
Wow, we have our first loot. So what happens?
I get 2.
Draw the card. Oh, you found a coin. But it could have been wood or metal or
could have been any
roots.
number of things.
It could have been lots of fun things.
So that is.
Unfortunately, we left 2 pieces of loot back here. That we
you want me to run back and just go get them?
You should just go back and get the loot. Like, forget you guys. I'm getting the loot.
I'm gonna just take the stuff and just peace out.
See ya. Oh my goodness. The new loot feature sounds amazing. As far as like craftable items and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to attack 3. If this attack kills a target, move a character token back 1 space on a persistent space. So 3 damage. I'm going to target the Algox number 3, this one right here. This one. So that's going to be 3 damage. It's a melee, which adds +2 plus a card flip of nothing. So that's 5. And it doesn't have anything to stop it, so it dies.
Yay!
So here's a really awesome combo. So I kill this guard. Can you put a loot token out?
Oh yeah.
On his space? Where are they at?
You moved them.
Did I move them? Oh, I'm sorry. I did move them. So that's going to go down. And I get to, if it kills a target, move this back 1 space, which goes over one of the experience markers again.
So you're up to 5.
So I'm going to go up to 5 on experience.
I've gained nothing from this scenario. I've learned nothing.
Also, during a single target melee... Oh, I should have used this before. Oh, well. I could have expended my crude spear during a single target melee attack action targeting an enemy 2 hexes away. So I need to remember that I have these abilities that I can activate.
Oh, yeah. I had a crude bow.
And then I have a move 4. So I'm going 1, 2. And I'm just going to stay right here and end my turn and pick up this piece of loot. And I'm going to get a coin for myself. All right. So that is that's it for me. So I think we're gonna move on to the archer. Archer at 32, then the guard. So 32, it's gonna move and attack at +1. Doesn't need to move because it's gonna hit you. Then attack at +1, so it's 4, 5 damage. 6 damage.
So I have to discard a card.
Yep, you're gonna need to discard a card to not take that damage. Scotty says he forgets to use his equipment. I mean, it's there and it's really good. Like, so I have, here's my crude spear. And I also have the crude boots. So I can expend them to move an additional point. And then Lizzie has the traveling cloak and a crude bow. Okay, so you lost 1?
I lost 1.
All right, so the archer is done. Now we're going to move over to the guards. Both of these guards are going to activate right here, these 2. So in turn order 1 and 2, so the first guard is going to move 1. It's going to move and attack.
Me.
Its movement is, it's going to move right next to you. It's going to attack. Actually, it's a ranged attack, so it doesn't have to move.
Oh.
So it's going to hit you. Actually, hold on 1 second. It's a tie. You're 2 spaces away, and I'm 2 spaces away. So in a tie, it's going to choose the player who went earlier, which is me. I had a 32. What did you play?
28.
Oh, so it is going to hit you. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're going to take, what did I say?
I don't know. I'm going to have to discard, though.
Yeah, it's 3 damage plus a card flip.
Oh, it's a 0?
It's a 4. Yep, so you're gonna get hit.
had to discard that. So I only have 3 cards in my hand now.
Oh, that's why you get a short rest. You got a short rest. All right, guard number 2 is going to also move and attack at range of 2. So it will move because it needs to get in range of this guard. It cannot move in range of me or Lizzy, so it will move in range of this guard.
Oh no.
It will attack the guard, dealing 3 damage. And it has a shield, so 3 plus 4.
3. Does that kill him?
That's 4 damage, and it stops 3. Dead. Ah!
That was it.
That stinking Algox guard.
All
it got the last ally. But we were doing. I felt like we were getting better.
This is definitely the best we've ever done. Each time we played it, we've gone farther and done more and found more combos.
Honestly, this game is addictive.
Yeah.
Like, it has forced me to want to just keep getting better. And I know that I'm probably missing some things, and I know that I'm getting better, and I'm missing rules, but it's making me think in ways that I've not thought about as far as a dungeon crawl. And I'll be honest with you, I don't actually play, I don't really like dungeon crawls all that much.
We have not played a lot of them.
We don't play a lot of them. It's something that I don't typically... I wouldn't see a new game and be like, oh my gosh, the new hottest dungeon crawl, I can't wait to play it. Like, that's not me. But this feels, like I said, it feels like a hand management timing game with the veneer of a thematic immersive dungeon crawl, and that is what is pulling me in. That hand management, those puzzles, and like I talked about earlier, of trying to figure out the positioning and how to best like maximize what's going on, that to me is what is pulling me in.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I did poorly with my shadows this round, but if I'd gotten more of them out there and I had been able to
your shadows are super cool. So tell us more a little bit about your shadows.
Yeah, I mean, I have some that are like attack as if you were in a shadow. So like if I had been able to get like some out here and I was back over here, I could have attacked from here, hit them, and then this would have gotten removed. I also have ones that say when I am... I can remove them to hit for more points. You can do more damage by removing anyone shadows. Who's on or around them. I have them that if they step on a shadow that's out there, it deals them damage. So I didn't do as well as I could have getting enough like shadows the intricacies of the shadows. But also at the beginning, I didn't want to drop them all out here because I knew I was going to be moving over here. And then by the time I got there, I didn't have the right cards, and then we lost. And that's the thing of like choosing how long do we try to complete this before moving in here. Like what is that? And you as a group have to figure out, okay, when do we go in? Because the first time we played it, we were like, oh, let's just clear this one and then move in. We cleared this one, and then we didn't have anything I got exhausted. Left. Like we spent too much time trying to kill everything here that I became exhausted as we entered. Yeah. And again, like I should have short rested, and that's where like the short resting comes into play. And the long rest, again, I really like that decision. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, and Jason just thought I don't typically skew towards co-ops. That's right. I do like more competitive type play. I mean, you're so in control. This is not like where an alpha gamer is going to come in and be like, here, do this. You have to play these cards. So that's my biggest gripe about co-ops is when there's one person who can come in and kind of strong arm the group. That can't happen here because they're not supposed to know what's in your hand. They can't look at you and they can't be like, you need to play X card. Right. Like we can game plan a little bit, but like one person can't like run the group. Like you're like, oh, I'm going to move. Should I move closer to this guy or this guy? Like that's fine, but like, this is not as co-op-y as... No, I think, and also we didn't have any in this game, but the secret personal objectives, those also inject a little bit of, I would say, like competitive, cooperative selfishness. Like I have this goal that I want to complete. Like I want to win the scenario. Don't get me wrong. I want to do as best I can, but I want to accomplish this thing. Yeah, you know, like. I'm going to go out of my way, like Lizzy, maybe she needed to pick up, like, so much loot. Like, she might have come over here and tried to pick up this loot. Maybe that was her... Yeah, and I'd be like, what are you doing? And you're like, don't worry about it. I got this. And we're like, no. Yeah, I could have. But here, let me get these out again. And because I know some people probably... Yeah, just show them off a little bit more. I'm sorry that we didn't win. We tried our best. But, okay, so you saw the Deathwalker. I played as the Drifter. The Drifter is so fun with maximizing. I had 5 experience, and had we won, I would have gotten more experience. Again, you know, it is whatever. But the Banner Spear. So we talked about the Banner Spear a little bit. So actually, I wonder if I can, like, Here, let me
tip this up. Just want to hold it. Well, here.
Just there we go. Right there. Okay.
So the banner sphere has, again, we talked about a little bit earlier, but the positioning of allies, enemies, and yourself. So it's got this really cool tactical positioning puzzle of very, very all about movement. Trying to set up. It also has these banners. It can summon banners that can help players as they're next to them. I liked the banner sphere a lot. I really enjoyed that.
So
then we have what's probably going to be a lot of people's favorite is the Necromancer. One of the things from Gloomhaven, as I was researching and learning about Gloomhaven, was that people really enjoyed the summoning of things. But it came at a cost of having to lose cards typically in Gloomhaven. The Necromancer can just do it by losing health. So they could summon a skeleton and lose 2 health. So if you pair the Necromancer with somebody like the Drifter or another character who can heal, like that is a really...
They can just kind of feed off each other.
Yes. Really cool combo there with the Necromancer. Let's see. Then we have the Geminate. Is it Geminate? Yeah. So I haven't played the Geminate. I don't know much about the Geminate other than they have 2 decks of cards. And you're going to have to like manage this system of 2 decks. And I'm sure there's more information on the Kickstarter page if you're interested to know more about what the Geminate player does. And it has 2 miniatures. That's right, Price. It comes with 2 miniatures because like each deck, and you can see here on the decks, like there's the 2 symbols. So you've got
the left and the right.
Yep. So that's super neat. That's very cool. And then we have
the Blink
Blade. This is basically Tracer. For you Overwatch fans out there, this is Tracer in Frosthaven. The Blink Blade can move very quickly, but it can also do like normal attacks. So it has double initiative. You've got a 45 and a 75, so it's going to have these tokens that you will expend in order to go fast or slow.
Price said it's a ranged versus melee.
It's a ranged versus melee mode. Yeah, so you can go range or melee. So this one, I think, is probably... I need to play more with this one because this is a very intricate system as far as like managing the initiative and managing the tokens between fast and slow. But I think out of the basic characters in Frosthaven, this is my favorite. I wasn't ready to live stream with the Blink Blade, but I think that this is by far my favorite character in Frosthaven is the Blink Blade. I think it's very, very cool. So anyways, let's get to some comments here. I see Justin is very excited. Justin loves Gloomhaven, so of course. And Justin, for the longest time, he's a good friend of mine. I was talking about Justin earlier. For the longest time, just kind of kept teasing me, poking fun, like, hey, you gonna play Gloomhaven? You ever gonna play Gloomhaven? You're gonna play the best game ever created? You ever gonna try this game? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. So then when I get Frosthaven, and he sees that I have Frosthaven, of course the comments come out, and he's like, are you kidding me? Like, the guy that's never even played Gloomhaven is gonna play Frosthaven. So I apologize, Justin. You know I love you. I think... And I told Justin, and this is what I alluded to earlier, Justin, now that you're watching, but I was kind of afraid at how much I would like this game because I knew it was going to cost me money. And I was kind of trying to put it off because I knew like this game was going to be good. And once I played it, I fell in love with it. I did. Like the more I play this, the more I want to just keep going. And I'm almost setting the personal goal of like, I want to get all the rules right. Like that game when you finally play and you get everything.
And you're like I know
correct,
what I'm doing.
And you're like, did we do it all right?
It might take a while.
It's so good. So good. Bill says, I know Frosthaven is standalone, but if you're halfway through Gloomhaven, will it feel off to jump into Frosthaven? And Price said, Bill, you can absolutely start either game. The campaigns are meant to be played as whole campaigns. Yes, it is a standalone game. I do know that Frosthaven is standalone from what Gloomhaven does, but what they did was they took Gloomhaven, they took the core and they built on it. They added in this new loot system. They added new characters. They added new storyline. They have Foreteller again. They added this board, which I'm not going to pull out because it's huge, but you can build on the city map back here. And you're trying to essentially bring Frosthaven back and build it back up by defeating the Algox and whatnot. So Price is never knowing 100% of the rules. He still doesn't feel that way. So
Yeah.
Anyways, we hope that you had a great time hanging out with us. We had
so much fun tonight.
We had a blast.
This was the perfect little escape.
This was much needed.
Yeah.
We really needed this time to hang out with you guys.
Thank you to Sequel Affair for providing the prototype and letting us show it off and play it.
Yeah, thank you to Price and Isaac. Like, thank you for giving us the chance to play this and for showing it off. You know, I was really, really excited to finally get my hands on it, and it's a special product. So I'm very excited to see how. And congratulations, on
amazing
$4 million.
Over $4 million.
Unbelievable. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Later this week we'll have some more stuff out for y'all. But for now, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.